Welcome back, guys. We are out here on the private ground that we have permission to hunt, and we got some bad and disturbing, what do you want to say, how do you want to say it, Colin? Bad, disturbing situation.
We do.
Yep, bad and disturbing situation right now. We are taking a look at something that we do not want to see within our deer herd out here.
Nobody wants to.
And we are keeping an eye on it right now, and I'll show you here in a little bit. We were staying some distance, and we have the DNR called, and
on the way.
Yeah, the officer's on the way, going to take a look at the situation. But let me switch the camera over and show you. Right now, you're taking a look at this year's fawn. We're at quite some distance, so I'm trying to hold the camera still. But we have been here for about 20 minutes now, keeping an eye on this fawn, and it has kept its head low, stumbling, and mouth is open and eyes are closed. And I wish we could get back over there and take a better look. All right, so I got better video, better positioning, but as of right now, yeah, we think it's probably EHD, blue tongue, maybe the onset of CWD, but we have the DNR officer coming out, assess the situation. I did send video off to him, so that way he can send it to the local biologist, figure out the best course of action to take, figure out what's going on. But this little fawn here has not moved whatsoever. Since we've been out here, it's stumbled, head is low, eyes are closed, all that. So we're gonna figure out what's going on.
Looks relatively healthy body-wise.
Yeah, I'm not a biologist. There's so many ticks and stuff, diseases out there that I don't know if it's got ticks or say most of the time they're so young that the chronic wasting disease and that don't affect them because they're too young. But I got Lyme disease messing with them. That's why. Ticks. Things here, but I wouldn't think that would. In my time over the 20-some years of doing this, I don't think I don't see anything that would really make it stand out that it got hit by a car. So
That's why we thought it was really weird, because when we first rolled up, the mouth was, she was hunched over, barely any weight on the rear of her legs, and she was mouth open, eyes closed, just barely could stand. We're like, that's what made me think, like, oh, maybe it's EHD or something.
All right, so I'm back at home now. So, and just letting you guys know that the DNR did come out and he did dispatch the deer, and he's gonna wait for the state veterinary guy to show up and do their testing and everything and figure out what was wrong with that fawn. But from what he had let us know is that it's going to be kind of difficult to determine if that fawn had CWD, because it takes so long for CWD to affect their system. It has to be in that prion has to be in that deer system for so long until it starts affecting it in some sort of way. But also the other thing is that he was more than likely thinking is that maybe it possibly did have a EHD, but also he did tell us that a tick could have bit it and gave it some sort of infection or some sort of bacterial infection to infect it. But what we are more than likely leaning more towards is that EHD. But after he did dispatch the deer, he looked it over, felt to see if there was any broken bones, if there was any bruising or anything like that, but he did not see any of that. So it was not hit by a car or anything. So he said that once he gets it sent off and the testing is done, he's going to let us know what the results are on that deer too. And so I will be letting you guys know later on what was wrong, what they did find out. But they said on a fawn that young, it is very, very hard to determine what the actual issue is. So, but yeah, so. But on other note, guys, this is just something that we need to get figured out is with this EHD, blue tongue, CWD, you know, whatever it is. I know that there's going to be people out there saying that they're not worried about CWD, all this EHD stuff, but it is a disease that can wipe out the herd and cause very, very low deer numbers. It can cause a lot of other issues, and he did tell us about, you know, stuff like that. I mean, the hunters like us, we're, you know, saying that we should not be worried about something like that, but we actually should. So, and I mean, and on the other note is that when I was on the Average Joe's podcast, I was talking to him about how Iowa's kind of messing up their whole tag situation, because on the county that we hunt, it used to be 500 doe tags, but now they lowered it down to 300. My buddy and I were talking and saying that we can go out and see way more deer than what they're actually surveying and what they're getting their estimates on. And when we talked to the DNR about that, he said that it could be a number of things, people not going in and registering their tags after they are successful. And I did bring up the fact that people have been buying up tags, and they'll literally come up to me and, you know, flip through them like a freaking deck of cards and say, not one of these tags are going to get filled. To me, that's not right, because you're taking the chance of somebody else to be successful. You're taking food off that other person's table. And I even told the DNR officer that, and he just put his head down and he shook his head. I told him it is sad. It is absolutely sad, because they're messing up their data. And to actually know what the deer herd, what the deer population is like. So all the other deer hunters out there that are hunting Iowa, resident or not, register your deer. Register it, so that way the DNR have the right data to start issuing tags for the county. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, they got to know what is sustainable. How much can this chunk of land? What is the sustainable population that this chunk of land can hold? I mean, we got to do better, guys. We absolutely got to do better. Because before my buddy and I even move the deer off the ground that we shot it on, we have it registered. Or once we get it in the back of the truck, we go in on the Iowa DNR app and register it right away. That way they know that this tag was filled. And I told them that both my buddy and I do believe that deer check stations need to be brought back, so that way we can get the right numbers. So, but anyway, guys, I'm back at home. I'm going to go in, watch a football game. We didn't get done what we wanted to get done out on the property, but that's another thing. and we're gonna go in. We're gonna watch the game with my boy. We're gonna watch the Lions and the Packers play, and we're gonna get this video edited so we can get it out there to you. So like I said, guys, once we get to 500 subscribers, there will be a giveaway done. So please like and subscribe. Once we hit that 500 subscriber amount, we'll tell you guys what you guys need to do and to get entered in on that. So like my buddy says, and I say, I'll see you out on the river. Colin will see you out in the woods. See you later, guys.